Yeah, hello. Yeah, sorry for the time. Um, very quickly, I'm going to show you how you can actually install your Kali Linux on your virtual box. So this is the copy of my virtual box. So I will double click on it to open it up. What I'll do is anytime anything is going to take too much time, I will kind of edit it so the video will not be too long. So this is my version of Kali Linux. So I think one thing I need to tell you here is when you open it up and it prompts you to update, just go ahead and update the virtual box further. Okay, so when I popped this one up, it prompted me to update it, so I updated it already. So you come here and click on new, because we want to put new OS. So you see name. At that name you put the name of the OS that you want to install, which is Kali Linux. Alright, so now this third line here, you see ISO image. This is where you fix in your Kali Linux. So if you go to your home, your what do we call it now? Go to your anywhere you store yours. Okay, like in my case, I stored it on my desktop. Okay, let me close it here. Let me close it and go down here. This is it, and this you have this copy of Kali Linux. Okay, so this is Kali Linux. So if you open this folder, you see the Kali Linux ISO. That's the one that I'm going to pick. Okay, look at it here, Kali Linux ISO. So let me close this guy and go back and open up my Kali Linux again. So here is it. So like I said before, you go to new, click on new at that point. So here you drop the name, and let's say the name is Kali.
Thank you so much.
Kali.
Thank you so much.
You can do Linux. Most times I'll just do Kali. You can just name it anything you want. Okay, but just know that it's Kali Linux. So you come to this part, click on the drop down, go to others. Alright, go to others, and it will open up this thing for you. So all you need to do is to locate where it is. Like in my case, it's on the desktop. Sorry, so I'll go ahead and click desktop here like this. So I'll go to where I dropped the folder. So let's go to Kali. Look at it here. So I'll double click on it and scroll down to where the ISO file is. So I'll click on this ISO file and click on open. And now you say type. I think you're pretty good at this point. So you tick on this skip unattended installation, and you go ahead and click next. Alright, so on the next this is where you actually increase or decrease the memory you want to use, and base memory, don't decrease it more than this. Okay, just leave it at that. Processor, one CPU, you can go ahead and make it bring it here like this. Alright, you can go ahead and just edit it anyhow you want, depending on the power of your the CPU that you have. Okay, so let me drop it here. Okay, so I'll go ahead and now do next. Click on next. Alright, so here you see they say create a virtual hard disk now. Of course, that's what you want to create. So you can select the size that you want to use. Right, this is 20 gig. So you can go ahead to adjust it to any gig that you want. Okay, you can go ahead. Kali Linux is about 5 point something gig, so anything you give should be more than that. Okay, so I can see 19, 16, let's say 15 gig, and this point they say use an existing virtual hard disk file and all that, but here we are creating a virtual this thing. So I'll click on next. Right, at this point I'll click on finish. So as soon as you clicked on finish, you see that you have Kali Linux here. You are not done yet. Okay, so all you need to do now is, since you know, if you click on this one, that one will be selected. By this point I'll click on Kali. All right, and you should go to this part where you have this arrow and click on start. So as soon as you click on that start button, you will notice that the Kali Linux will start loading. And as soon as it starts loading, if you check here, you see powering something here. So as soon as it start loading, actually you see that it will start up, and you continue the process of installation. You see that it's actually running now. In a case where this one will be open and you're not seeing anything, you can go here and minimize it, and you see it running. All right, you see that it says starting virtual box. You can go ahead and maximize this right here. This is what you see. So the next thing that you do, you go ahead and use your arrow key, your arrow, you know, your keyboard. You have arrow down, arrow up, arrow right, arrow left. So you can use the arrow up and down to navigate. So all you need to do is, if you place it on this live, you can run it live like that. Okay, but we want to install it on our system, so that because of what we're going to do, so you scroll down to this install part. All right, and press enter key. All right, you press enter key that way, and you actually wait for it to start up the whole process. You have, if your system is not very fast, you have to be very patient and go through all this, and you should be sure that you have your system has a battery life, and like it's plugged into the power source, so it won't just die. Because if it fails, maybe the light goes off, you need to start all over again, and you need to do some other things before you even start all over. Now you select English, you go ahead, it's on English already, so you see, you go ahead and press enter key. Yeah, United States, enter key. We're going to move through this thing fast now, so just follow the same thing I'm doing to do yours. Now they say key map to use American English. Here, American English. I press enter key on my keyboard, and we'll wait and see the next thing that will come up. Now you see that that is loading, so just wait for it to finish doing all this thing. Just don't touch anything, just sit and wait, and you see that it's saying loading additional components. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and pause the video, so when it's almost done loading, I will now continue. See, it's actually going on. This is 45% already, so let's wait for it to be done. Okay, it's actually that process is actually done, so let's wait and see what's going to come up now. I will follow the installation through. So it's in detecting network hardware. Yeah, it's done. So at this point, all you need to do is just sit and wait and check. When it gets to, just follow the installation, just follow me, and you install it. Attempting IP version 6 auto configuration, configuring, yeah, configuring the network whatsoever. Yeah, so at this point it's saying you should choose the host name. So what you do, you go ahead and press your tab key on the keyboard, tab key, press it. All right, hold on, sorry, go ahead and press the tab key. If it's not moving, bring your mouse pointer. Your mouse pointer will disappear at this point, but if you bring it here, just click on it. So you now press your tab key to this red highlight will go back. Press it again, you see that it's on continue, so press enter. Now domain name, so you can go ahead and type, let's say kali.com. all right, then press the tab key, it's on continue, press enter, and wait for it to take now, and wait for the next window. So here it's saying full name for the new user, so you can just enter any full name. At this point I would say Cyberwatch. In your case, you can go ahead and put any name down. I'll do tap on continue, I'll press enter key. Now it's a user name for your account, so it's still Cyberwatch. Okay, I'll now do press your type key, the red highlight to go to continue. I'll press enter. So choose a password for the new user. Go ahead and choose any password, so I will choose mine now. Ensure you know what you're typing. Press tab key again. When the red highlight is on continue, press enter. You need to re-enter now the password. So if it's not the same, it won't go ahead with the installation. Okay, press your tab key twice, it will come to continue like we did before. You press enter. So since it didn't give us an error to retype it, it means the password is correct. Now it says setting up the clock, so you now have to wait for it as it goes ahead to set up the clock. Then at this point you can choose any you can go ahead and choose any this thing, because later in the modules you learn how to actually choose your time zone and all that. Okay, so I can just leave it at Eastern. Now press enter, and you wait for the next window to pop up as usual. So it's loading additional components, so you just have to wait for it and go through accordingly.
The bond of brotherhood between you and myself got broken a long time ago.
Now it's loading additional components still.
My past and never return again.
My own. So it's starting up the partitioning. It's setting up the hard disks for the Kali Linux now, for the Kali Linux real installation. Now at this point you now use your arrow key. Like I said before, if it's not moving, you move your mouse pointer on it, it will disappear. Click on it, like tap on it, then you move it. Now you see guided, use entire disk. Of course use you're going to use entire disk. Choose the first option and press enter. Now it will bring this for you. Press enter again. Now it's not going to like use the whole disk on your system though. What it's saying that virtual this thing that it created to use the entire virtual disk space. Okay, and everything will be according to what you chose before. If it's 20 gig, if it's 30 gig, if it's 10 gig, you remember what we're choosing that. Okay, to use the whole entire stuff. Here you see all files in one partition. Here recommended for new users, so of course go ahead and click and press enter on that. All right, so it's partitioning the disk now. So at this point say finish partition and write changes to disk. Go ahead and just press enter key on your keyboard also. So now you stay, wait for everything, and here is a right changes to disk. All you need to do, press arrow left on your keyboard to go to yes. If you press arrow right, it will come back to no. If you press arrow left, it will go back to yes. I'll press enter. So now it's gone on with formatting the partitions. When it's done formatting the partitions, it will go ahead and start installing the Kali Linux in the partition that was prepared for it. You see now that it has just started installing the system, which is Kali Linux. So this might take a little bit of time. So all you need to do is let's sit back and wait for it for this procedure to be done.
In Seville, stark contrast to what Betis experienced when they came to Manchester a week ago. They were in the middle of Britain's deep freeze. Such a foul by Pezzella. I think Manchester United will be delighted as well. They've got through to the quarter-finals without picking up a booking for Casemiro or Fernandes. Not something that you can really... By, amongst others, Marcus Rashford, who now can count 27 goals for the season. There seems to be quite a lot of games still to go for Manchester United this season. A week ago, but it was finished off by Marcus Rashford in Spain, and the quarter-finals beckon for him and his team after victory in the Villarreal tonight in front of a hearty group of travellers and a very healthy Betis crowd who came hoping for a miracle that didn't quite come. It has finished in Seville, in the heart of Andalusia tonight. Real Betis 0, Manchester United 1. Manchester United through to the quarter-finals by 1 on aggregate. On the stage. On the night, she was 4-1.
Push!
Not so close. I'm dizzy. Now to test out my plan.
Good fella. You called me and you sounded so rugged.
So it's gone to 100%, and saying configuring apt, wait for it. Now at this point you say a network mirror can be used to supplement. So do you want to use a network mirror? So at this point let's press our tab key. Okay, hold on, I'll bring my mouse down and click. So I'll press tab key and say no. Okay, so let's wait for it to come up again. Actually it will take quite some time, like some couple of minutes, depending on the speed of your PC. So let's wait for the next thing to come up now. Yeah, still waiting for the next window to come up or to pop up. So it's installing Grub bootloader. So you have to wait for it for this one to get installed. Since the main installation has been done, the other ones will not take too much time, like it won't take this. The remaining things will not take too much time like the other one now. So let's just wait for this process to be done.
Do you ever have problems?
So it's saying install the grub boot loader on a hard disk. So we'll now do tab key. Sorry. Okay, I'll come here and click. So I'll do tab key and say yes, because I want to install the grub boot loader to the master boot record. Okay, say yes. Now enter device manually. You use the arrow key to bring it down here and press enter. Then wait for it to be done. It's 50% already. So see, it's updating the grub. It's at 66% right now. So like I said, it won't take much time again before you're done. The main one that will take time is been done. We're done with that. Okay, and it's passed. So let's see. Yeah, and let's wait to see the next thing that will come up. Yeah, so it's finishing the installation. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Okay, so follow this step one after the other, like step by step, and you get your Kali Linux installed on your virtual box. You know, I took time, like I said it before, I took time to make sure that this is step by step, that I won't skip any stage. Okay, so all I was doing was to pause the one that will take a long time, you know, so that we won't just have a very large video and the content is actually not too much. Alright, so that was why I was pausing along the line and unpausing it. Okay, when as soon as we're going to the next stage or something, I'll unpause it. So let's wait and see. It's saying running HW detect. Actually it's finalizing the installation process, and before you know it, it will be done. It will run to 100% before you know it. Running HW detect. Running HW detect. 22%. So let's still wait a little bit as we're done with the installation. So let's have a little bit more patience, and we'll see our installation coming to an end. Alright, so now running updates, finalizing. We're at 35% now. 35%. So this came on, so finish the installation. Installation is complete, so it is time to boot into your new version of system. All you need to do is press enter, because it's on continue already. So like we've been doing, if it's not pressing, you click, you go ahead and press it. So it will now finalize the installation process. So it's running remove live packages. This will actually make the Kali Linux to be installed on your virtual box like another operating system. So you can, when you run things, you can actually install things, more things and stuff. So if you run live like we saw initially, you might not be able to do much like when you install it on your system. So this is 61%. 61%. Let's wait. Let's just keep our fingers crossed and check and keep waiting because it's going to be done now. Before you know it, it will just finish up. Sure that the installation was successful. Let's wait and see. If you notice, it's so one little prompt is beeping at this point, or blinking rather. So yeah, now it's Kali Linux is being loaded, and this is to show that it's the installation was successful. We'll actually wait and see it finish loading or booting up. Yeah, so this point you enter the password that you created before. Enter the password. Now if your password is not correct here, you will not be able to log in. So just be, you see what I'm saying now, so just be sure that your password is correct. So after typing it in, you can either press enter or click on this login button. Yeah, so the last password I entered was correct, and it's loading now. So if you check, you see Kali, right, and it was made by Offensive Security. So this is actually to show that the installation was successful, but we'll still wait and see the final boot up of the Kali Linux. Yeah, so it's coming up. It's coming up. I think it's up. It's really up now. Let's click on this terminal and see. Yeah, it's fully up. So this is the terminal. Alright, so you see that the installation was successful. Okay, so I'll say documents, so ls, nothing is there, so we can go ahead and exit. So when you click on this guy, this icon here, the Kali Linux icon, you see everything here. So at any point, so with this you can actually start running your classes, your modules. So I'll come here and click on that, on and off icon. So this guy will come out, and I'll click on shut down. Alright, so as soon as you click on shut down, the Kali Linux will start shutting down by itself. So now Kali Linux has been shut down. So I'll go back here, and you see Kali Linux. So I'll click on this, I'll go to settings, and you click on settings, this very settings. So yeah, and it's out. So I'll go to system, and here all those settings that you gave before, you can actually come here and edit them one after the other. So here you can change the network and everything. Okay, so let me go back to system, and let me go to this is display right now on the screen, monitor count, scroll factor, graphic, and all that. So here you can actually go ahead and check and re-edit everything that you may want to edit. Okay, so this is the name that you entered before. Alright, Kali Linux and all that. So if you click on the advanced, alright, you see all these information. That's a snapshot for it. Okay, so you can go ahead and actually change anything that you want to change, that if you really know what you're doing actually. So if I click on these things, okay, you click on this, you get more information about the installation that you just did. All right, so actually that's the end of this, and I think this is very clear now on how you can go ahead to installing your Kali Linux on your VirtualBox. Thank you, and let me know actually when you're done.